everybody out there in the bookverse, it's Stephanie, and today I'm back with a really exciting video. I've been working on this for a little while now, and I am really pumped that I am now finally able to play my new TBR game that I created, which is called TBR Star Hop. So I kind of thought having it have a universe-ish theme would fit with my channel name, Stephanie's Bookverse. So I made it to be a game where we just kind of hop from star to sun or moon, follow the path up, and eventually get to the top here, and that is the destination. So I've been watching so many other people do their TBR games, and I just really wanted to join in. It looks like so much fun, but I didn't want to really pull a game from another existing game because I just know that everyone else has already done that, and I didn't want to steal an idea from someone else when I didn't know that they'd had that idea. So I just made up my own game, my own unique thing, and we went with TBR Star Hop as the name, kind of a twist on a sock hop, I guess. So I'm gonna go through the rules of the game since this is my first time that I am ever playing it. It is pretty simple and easy to follow, but I just want to walk through this with everybody. So really, the ultimate goal is to just make your way through the path up to this final star up here. So I just have these normal, like, 6-sided dice here, and I'm going to be using those to roll. Each roll, I will move the number of spaces that it says, and whatever I land on, I will draw a card that corresponds to that. So you can see here that there are different shapes that I can land on. There are stars, and for the star, I will draw a star card, which has a prompt on it. For the moons, I'll draw a moon card with a prompt, and then for the suns, I'll draw a sun card for that. Now, there are a few, like, unique things on here. This kind of comet looking thing here is a free spot, so if I land on that, I just get to move the spaces without having to pick a book. There are wormholes, so if I land in a wormhole, I have to go back to the previous wormhole on the board, and I have to draw a wormhole book. So the wormhole books are here in this little tin, and they are all books that are series continuations because I need to continue a series, and I thought Wormhole was kind of fitting for that. So we will jump back to a series that I started a while ago and I haven't finished. I have a bunch of the names in here, and so I will just draw one out of here if I have to do that. Then there are a couple that are like a double star, so if I land on that, I will draw 2 star prompts. And there is this spot here, which is like the hole of death. It is a black hole, and if I land on that, I have to draw a wormhole card and go back to the very beginning of the board, which I don't want to do, but that is the way it works. So for the star prompts, I have a stack of star prompts here, and I'll draw one of those. Now, stars are kind of like the easier prompts, and then you have the moon ones and the moon one, and then you have the moon prompts, and they are a little bit harder to find or to do than the star ones. And then you have the sun prompts. Now, some of them are harder in the fact that I just don't want to do those ones as much. Like ones that like read a nonfiction, that's in the harder, which it's not harder to find. It's just I don't enjoy reading nonfiction as much, so that's why it's there. That type of thing. So if you see me draw read a nonfiction in the suns, which are supposed to be hard, and you're like, that's not even a hard prompt, it's because it's hard for me, guys. And then the final spot on the board is the big star over here. I think they call it a Bethlehem star. I don't know. When I land on this one, I'm kind of excited for this. I think it should be fun. But once I land on the final one, I have to spin a wheel, which I have a wheel app on my phone with some prompts. I will spin that wheel, and whichever prompt I get, I have 10 seconds to find a book that fits that prompt, or I have to do it again. So I could potentially have to fit like 10 books in order to just complete that big star at the end, or it could just be one book depending on how fast I am at finding one or how easy the prompt is, because some of those prompts are hard and some of them are easier. And I have my little timer here. I don't know if you've ever seen one like this, but you turn it on and then you like turn it down to 10 and it counts down for me. And then I have my adorable little Millennium falcon moving piece, which my husband so kindly got for me, and I'm very, very excited because I think it's so cute. So that is the game, guys. I am so excited to jump into this. I hope you guys have a lot of fun with it as well. But yeah, let's just jump into the first roll. We have a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going with a moon. And I get a book that I know almost nothing about. Okay, so for the first roll, we got a moon, and for that, I need to read a book that I know almost nothing about. And this is actually kind of an easy pick for me because I'm going to go with Sheep Farmer's Daughter. This is by Elizabeth Moon, and this is the buddy read book for the patrons for Alan over at the Library of Alexandria. We are going to be reading this together, and I'm really excited, but I know nothing about it. I'm guessing it's about a sheep farmer's daughter who probably goes and fights in a war because of the cover, but really, that's about all I know. So this one is what I'm going to be using for that prompt. Okay, roll number 2 is a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 past the first wormhole, yay. And our star is a series continuation. Not gonna lie, I'm not sad about that one. Okay, for roll number 2, we got a star, and for that we are going to read a series continuation, which is great for me. I need more of these prompts. And for that one, I am going to be reading A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. This is the kind of novella-ish. I don't know. It's a little longer than a novella, I think. It's like over 200 pages, maybe it's a novella, but this is just the 4th last book in her ACOTAR series, which I do want to read before the next book comes out, the one that's coming out this month. I think it's A Court of Silver Flames. So the first book in this series follows Feyre, who is a human girl who kills a fae by accident and ends up having to go live in the fae world as punishment for this. And the story goes from there. It's kind of a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It's very smutty series, very heavy on the romance. And so I need to finish this series out because I am going to be reading A Court of Silver Flames along with Abby and her little buddy read that she's doing on the Shelf Space Discord. So I'm very excited to continue with this series, but I don't know if I have high hopes for this book because I hear most people don't really like this one as much. So we will see, but I kind of just gotta finish it. Okay, roll number 3. 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, we're so close to the comment. Okay, another star. Most anticipated. We're getting some really good prompts. Ooh, I'm nervous that's just gonna get worse, but yay, I'm excited about this one too. I feel like the game is being really, really nice to me because we just got a star that is most anticipated, which pretty much just means I can read a book that I am extremely excited about, which is nice because I want to read Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. This is the Shelf Space Book Club pick for February, so I definitely have to fit it in because I want to read it along with everybody else. I hear this is set in kind of pre-Columbian Americas, and it follows like indigenous peoples, has their mythology in there. It is a fantasy, it has a journey in it, so there's like sailing. I am not positive 100%. I think gods come into this somewhat. I really am not positive. I'm gonna have to tell you during my wrap up, but I am so excited for it. I've heard good things about Rebecca Roanhorse's writing in general, so I'm just very, very pumped to pick up this book, and definitely want to be continuing on reading it with the Shelf Space Book Club because I really like joining in. It's so much fun to chat books with people over there in that Discord. Okay, 4th roll. Got a 10. Ooh. Okay. No. Oh, wormhole. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We got this, guys. I feel like I spoke too soon in saying that the game was being nice to me. I jinxed myself because we landed on a wormhole. So I'm gonna have to pick a card out of the wormhole bucket. Let's shake them up. I think most series that I've started and haven't finished in here, and then most of them are ones that I want to continue reading, but there are a couple in here that I probably am going to DNF the series, so I really would not like to pull those ones out. Okay, so let's shake them up, feel around in there. Ow, got my hand stuck. Okay, we have one, and it is, let's let you guys see it as well. There we go. It is The Winner's Crime. Okay, that's good. No, this is a series, it's kind of a YA fantasy series without magic, and it follows a girl who bought a slave at a market, and her people had taken over this country and enslaved its people, so she buys a slave at the market and then starts to kind of get close to him. Has a little bit of romance going on in there. So yeah, I'm actually really excited to continue with that. I think, is the series up here? Yes, so here's the series right there. I'm definitely excited to continue on. It's one that I wanted to continue at least, so that's good. It's not one that I thought I would continue this month, but hey, I'm good with it. So, The Winner's Crime. It's gonna be my Wormhole book, and I'm not super mad about that. Roll number 5. You've got to be kidding me. Oh wait, no, we're okay. We're okay. Thought that incorrectly in my head. Moon, yay! Okay, we have a book that ends in an even number of pages, or an even page number. Okay, that's doable. And Moon prompt is ends in an even page number. So for this one, I'm going to be going with Age of Myth by Michael J. Sullivan. I am going to be joining the read-along of this Legends of the First Empire series along with Jashana over on her channel, Jashana, and it ends an even page number. Let me show you in just a second. There. Ends on page 430. So this is an adult high fantasy book, and I believe it centers around this empire that is kind of more primitive. It starts in the beginning parts of humankind where they are just starting to discover things like, I think, fire and basic things that humans are discovering. Maybe the wheel, I don't know, we might not be quite as primitive as fire. But also then a human kills a god with a blade, and then they realize that their gods can die and that humans can kill them, and maybe they shouldn't really be as worshipped as they think. They aren't as powerful and they aren't as omnipotent as the people had been led to believe, so they kind of start changing their ways and their beliefs, and so it alters their lifestyles and the way that they look at their gods and their relationship with their gods. So I'm very excited about this. I love books that are kind of like centered around the relationship between people and gods. I think it's so fascinating in books. So this is what I'm so pumped to get to. I'm so excited that I was able to fit this onto my TBR. So yes, this one is definitely going to be happening in February, and I'm very pumped. Roll number 6. Oh, a 12. Sweet. Oh, that was so close. Oh, we almost hit the black hole and I would have cried, but we are on the final spot. Wow, I'm really excited to have gotten to the big star without having to put in more rolls. I was thinking I would have at least another 2, but we got there in 1. Very excited for that. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm gonna turn this on and have it sit here. I'll turn it to 10 seconds after I spin my wheel. I'll try to screen record. Okay, here we go, spinning. Series continuation. Sky Beyond the Storm by Sabatier. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. How many seconds did that even take me? Did I put it down to 10 seconds? Why is it supposed to be up? Okay, I failed because I'm supposed to put it up, but it's okay because I got that in like 2 seconds anyways. Yeah, that's 10 seconds. It's okay, it's my first time playing it. I did get it in less than 10 seconds though. So this is the 4th and final book in Sabatahire's Embers series. I read the 3rd book in January and really enjoyed it, so I am very pumped to finish it. I haven't heard anyone's opinion on this book yet, which I'm kind of excited about. I want to go in blind. So yeah, definitely excited to be able to finish the series. Okay, so those are all the books that I have to read for my TBR for February. This was so much fun, you guys. I absolutely love playing this game. If you guys have any suggestions for me, definitely let me know because this is a trial run and my first time going at it. So I had so much fun with this, and my TBR for February includes Sheep Farmer's Daughter, which is a book that I know almost nothing about, and Age of Myth, which is a book that ends in an even page number, Winter's Crime, which was my Wormhole book, A Sky Beyond the Storm, which was a series continuation for my spinner at the end, Black Sun, which was for most anticipated, and A Court of Frost and Starlight, which was a series continuation when I was actually in the game and landed on a star. So this should not be too bad of a TBR. I'm actually really excited about it. I think this should be a lot of fun. I fit a lot of books on here that I really want to read, so I am looking forward to pretty much every book on this stack, which is great because I have a punishment for if I don't complete all my books for my TBRs for this game. So if I don't complete all the books on my TBR during that month, then I have to add an extra black hole to the board. So if I keep going for several months without completing my TBR, this board will have a lot of black holes on it. And like I said before, if I land on a black hole, then I have to draw a Wormhole book and also go all the way back to the beginning. So this could make it really hard for me, so I'm not planning on not reading all these books. But on the plus side, if I do complete all the books on my TBR, I can remove a black hole that has been added as a punishment. The original black hole is going to be staying there, that one's not going anywhere, but if I do end up getting black hole punishments, if another month I read my whole TBR, I can remove that punishment. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have read any of these books, which ones you think I am going to enjoy the most on this list. And also, if you have a TBR game as well, link it down below so I can go check out your videos. I love watching TBR games. They are so much fun. And as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button down below and the bell icon, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.